isn't that like the craziest news? On so many levels. For one, it's an indictment of Trumpism. If Trump doesn't win this election, I don't know if he pulls it off. I feel like Trumpism and the ICE raids and the bullshit and the corruption and the sex preds and like New York was just like, you know what? Fuck this. But yeah, no, I think this shit is like, this is big, dude. And now we know that New York is ahead of the rest of the country. They're even ahead of LA. And LA is like pretty ahead of everybody. So I feel like this bodes really well for the future of the country because New York is trying some bold shit. And what's crazy about it too is he had a huge coalition of Jewish voters, which was like one of the primary attacks was attacking him as being anti-Semitic simply for being a Muslim and simply for defending Palestinian people. A lot of Jewish voters that were like doing outreach, knocking on doors and shit. And, you know, and I saw somebody posted something, you ready? That I thought was really good. He said, anybody who grew up or lives in New York can identify the New York in Zohran. His campaign was powered by a profound authenticity and irrepressible love and respect for the city. He also carries with him a set of political, cosmopolitan values that connects 3 continents. In an age of exclusivist nationalism, his victory is not that of a globalist, but like a true New Yorker. Because, dude, New York is like a really ethnic city. Authenticity. Isn't that great?
This campaign is for every New Yorker who believes in the dignity of their neighbors. And the government's job is to actually make our lives better. Because this is New York. We can afford to dream.
Dude, that's a fucking good video, isn't it? Like, that's just it, man. The guy is like real, like really real.
We have just begun our walk through the entirety of Manhattan. We're at Inwood Hill Park at the tip top. We're outside because New Yorkers deserve a mayor that they can see, they can hear, they can even yell at. Good, bro. Election's on Tuesday.
Yeah? Tuesday!
Thank you. Thank you, my brother.
Hey, we're yeah, everybody contento, my friend.
Hola, mucho gusto. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Yes, you know that. You know that. Only the greatness, you know what I'm saying?
Good. When we launched this campaign on a cold October evening, few thought we could win. Thank you, my man. I'll see you. Thank you. But I always knew that we would build a campaign just like this.
And, you know, I don't know, quirky, right? Youthful, energetic, like the energy of that ad and how he included like a lot of different kind of people in it. I don't know, it just felt really raw. If you look at him, like, man, this guy had probably one of the most diverse coalitions that I've ever seen. I think it's a good sign. And he's a democratic socialist, okay? Socialist. I know voters are sick of this shit. I mean, I posted a thing at Ken Martin and the Democrats. Look at this. It said 8:53 p.m., right? And I'm like, are y'all going to make a statement about Zohran, about the bold rejection of Bill Clinton era politicians? Because that's it. Andrew Cuomo was a Bill Clinton guy. He was a Bill Clinton cabinet member. He was a New York governor. He was a smarmy motherfucker with his hands all over people. He had all the big donors and the Democratic money. And then Ken Martin posted this, dude, like right after, bro. I mean, there's a little bit of a delay because I actually misspelled Zohran's name. So I recorrected it. So I probably posted it 10 minutes before this. So, dude, I don't know if he saw my tweet, but he literally, like, right after I edited this at 8:53, he tweeted. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. Now, the people running are Sliwa, which is that weird that's the weird, like, Guardian Angels dude, right? Dude, that's this fucking guy, bro. This fucking weirdo, dude. Nobody is voting for this guy, bro. The Guardian Angels, dude. You know, it's going to be Zohran versus this guy versus... dude. This guy versus, Eric Adams versus the guy with the corruption charges that is currently a pawn. I think he's got it in the bag. Now, he's going to campaign like he doesn't, but I think he's got it in the bag. But yes, they're going to try to upend it. But I look at this like Cuomo is just so gross, dude. He's gross. He resigned from his governorship for, there were like 11 accusations of sexual harassment and toxic workplace. A lot of different women. And I mean, this guy is so scummy. He's so smarmy, dude. Cuomo is. Like, he's like beyond fucking smarmy. And so for him to even be running is like a little astonishing to me. It's a little astonishing to me that he ran and the Democrats like pushed him so hard. And they spent a lot of money. People spent a lot of money. But think about this, though, guys. Think about the turning point here. Because if Mamdani, if he wins and turns that city around with these democratic socialist programs, that is going to light a fire that will fucking burn straight across America. I'm telling you, because socialism is the way. We know it. We know it. We use socialism in our families. They've been doing it all over Europe. We fucking know this. The thing that people get quirky about with socialism is the whole idea of like government run shit or the means of production being owned by the government. But like, dude, that's kind of bullshit because some industries should just be not for profit. And those industries can be run by the government. I mean, we already have it. We already have shit like the post office. In Oregon runs all the liquor stores, okay? We have socialism of a sort here in Oregon. All of the liquor stores are run by the government. The government sells all the liquor. It totally works fine. What's great about it is they're able to like price control and shit. I agree with what you're saying, like education, healthcare, water. I feel like food should be like not for profit. I know we'll probably never go that far, but I feel like the basic needs of like healthcare, food, and education, and even housing, but I know housing gets crazy because that's how a lot of wealthy people make all their money. I mean, we do things with public utilities. Yeah, jails definitely should not be for profit. You guys call it social economy. I mean, I get it. Maybe that's a better way of calling it because then you don't have to deal with the socialism tag, right? They can't like attach the scary socialism to you. But, so maybe that's a good idea to actually use those kinds of terms. I like the term socialism. I think we need to fucking quit like pigeonholing that shit. Yeah, so look at this shit, dude. Look at this. This is one of the victims, dude. Look at this Andrew Cuomo fucking image, bro. Okay? Look at that shit. This was one of the girls who came forward about him. But look at what this guy is doing. He's out in public at a bar or something. And look at the way he's fucking touching her. Look at that fucking behavior, bro. That's in public he does that. Yeah, she was very creeped out. But imagine though, he does this shit in public Imagine what he's like in private. Somebody who does that in public. The hands, bro. That's so creepy. She's like 40 years younger than him, dude. This is like symbolic. I'm really excited about Cuomo losing. I saw somebody say that he's now thinking about running as an independent. Like, what a fucking dink, bro. Like, let him run as an independent. Dude, I feel like New York is ready to fucking kick these guys to the curb. But dude, it's so crazy that the Democratic establishment supported this candidate. Like, to me, I find that unfucking believable. But I'm so glad he lost because, like I was saying earlier, he is Bill Clinton politics. He was in the Clinton cabinet and he was the New York governor. He had the sex accusations against him. He's like that old school Democratic machismo, like moneyed. You know what I mean? Like everything about him. You know how Bill Clinton went and talked to the people in fucking Michigan and shit? Like, I feel like Bill Clinton should not be speaking for any Democratic candidates anymore. And no, they're not nearly as bad as Republicans because they're not like actively trying to harm us and they're not trying to take all our rights away, but they are still sort of lost in the sauce of like not realizing that democratic politics in America need to change. Like they need to change. Like if they change and evolve, they will never lose another fucking election again. If they change, if they actually become an opposition party that actually guarantees rights and actually passes useful legislation, they will never lose another fucking election. Again, the Democrats. It is like, we're there, man. We are fucking there. You know what I'm saying? And like, but these guys are not it. These guys are not it. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.